as we prepare for service, please ask you to shut your cell phones down so we can have a nice quiet service. Thank you. Mahalo. Mahalo kea kua. Thank you, God.
She could have got me at some point. Dave.
Aku mau mau. Aku mau mau pa. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele. Kakaiaka e komo mai. Good morning and welcome. I'm Uncle Jim Carey, and as we start our service with the Hawaiian prayer chant, the E O Mai, beseeching of the Great Spirit with the E O Mai, for the wisdom, the stories being told in octaves. The highest octave is the wisdom of the stories being told as our life experiences become our stories. With the wisdom and the knowledge of the depth and the meaning of the experience, we never have to relive them over and over. So the beautiful Hawaiian prayer chant, the E O Mai. What an honor it is to be here. And in this moment of prayer, let's pray together. Together we pray. O gracious, gentle Spirit of love, your energy permeates the universe, igniting earth with your goodness, truth, and beauty. Open our minds and hearts to a deeper awareness of our interconnectedness with you, each other, and all creation. May we experience your unique presence within the sacred web of creation. And so it is. Mahalo kea kua. Thank you, God. Thank you for joining us here in the sanctuary this morning. And as we start off with our service, I'm going to pass the podium over to Miss Cindy. So, Cindy, God bless you, and thank you.
That was a fun surprise. Well, good morning. It's so good to see each one of you here this morning. We're going to have a great time. So let's stand together as we say our vision statement and our affirmation. Together, I am a sacred expression of divine mind, living from the truth of spirit, wisdom, and love. Our vision statement: a world family of oneness, peace, and love. And our mission statement: to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. Now, if you could continue to stand as we sing our song, We Come Together. The choir is going to come and help us.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh, we come together.
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 In the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh, we come together.
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 We come together
In the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
In the name of love. From every walk of life.
every walk of life,
Every creed and color.
every creed and color.
And get your feel nice. In honor of the God in each other. Now look at the person next to you. Say, Namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Ooh, we come together.
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 We come together
In the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
In the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
In the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
In the name of love.
Now, while you're standing, please take a few minutes to greet the people around you with a handshake or a hug, whatever you're comfortable with. Good job, guys. This is such a friendly group, isn't it? I love that about this place. But we would like to take a minute to welcome our guests and our visitors. So if this is your first time here, if you haven't been here for a long time and you're comfortable with it, we would love it if you would stand up and tell us your name and where you're visiting from. Yay! One brave soul, two brave souls, yay! Okay, welcome from Maui. A long, wonderful friendship. Well, welcome. We're so glad you came. All right. I can't remember your name. Well, thank you for coming. We hope that you will stay after. We always have snacks up the stairs here, and we have a wonderful time of fellowship, and we would love to get to know all of you better, and we want you to get to know us because we are one fun group, as you probably already noticed, right? Okay, good. All right. For our announcements today, as we always announce, that we are a prayer and meditation ministry. We really believe that Spirit listens and answers. And if you have a request, there are request forms on the back table that you can fill out and put in the prayer box, and it will be prayed over here and then sent to Silent Unity, where it will be prayed over for 30 consecutive days. So it's a wonderful way to get support in whatever it is that you are believing for. Okay, to finish off the announcements, we have Patrick coming, and he's not even going to be surprised this time. One time I called on him, and he said, I didn't know I was giving the announcements.
You never know. It's always a mystery. Good morning, everybody. So I want to start out by congratulating Chris Hohn, our team member of the month. Mahalo, Chris, for your loving service to your spiritual center. Our spiritual center. We're so blessed to have you here at Unity of Kona. You know, it's a lot easier to say what Chris doesn't do around here. Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. Chris, you do so much for our spiritual center, and we really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We love you very much here. Thank you. Some of our ohana are in need of food items, so please bring items that do not need refrigeration and not much cooking, such as canned and packaged dry goods. The box at the top of the stairs labeled Hawaii Food Basket will be used for that. Mahalo. The basic improv class starts this Wednesday, August 27th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. There's a flyer upstairs on the bulletin board with more information to sign up with Michael if interested, so go ahead and check that out. Ukulele Monday is Monday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m., led by Dondi from Beginners to Experts. Bring your uk. We have a drumming circle this Tuesday, August 26th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., led by Clyde. Thank you so much, Clyde. Here in the sanctuary. All are welcome. Bring your own drum or shaker. We have a couple to borrow. For regular weekly announcements, there's a flyer in the back of the sanctuary, so go ahead and pick that up. It'll let you know everything that's going on here. And as you know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone. Unity of Kona depends on the loving hands and hearts of each of us, and we are sincerely asking for your support. Please consider just giving 1 to 4 hours a month of your time. Right now, in addition to financial support, we're in deep need of Sunday greeters, platform assistants, and audiovisual assistants. There are new sign-up sheets in the back of the sanctuary, or please see Cindy, who is coordinating with the volunteer lists. And if you would like to read the daily word, kindly add your name to the sign-up sheet as well, and the refreshment sign-up sheet is upstairs. Your support is absolutely essential, and we thank you in advance from the bottom of our hearts. Mahalo nui.
All right. Okay, so now we're going to hear our daily word, and Sean's going to come forward and read our daily word. There you are. Thank you, Sean.
Aloha, everybody. I was hearing my voice say that this morning. You know, if I was up here, I'm going to say aloha. Yay! Don't know why. A little bit of loving going on. Today's word is gratitude. What a great word. Gratitude is my heart song. Gratitude is my heart's natural response when I think of the best life has to offer. But sometimes when I compare my circumstances with someone else's, or when I'm distracted by negative thoughts or challenging situations, my closed heart may feel resentment rather than gratitude. Anybody ever feel that? I let the first twinge of resentment remind me to return to gratitude. I pause, breathe, and remember the truth of my being, knowing I am a unique expression of God. I open my heart and realize again the divine presence that is always within me. I mindfully reconnect with the indwelling life, love, wisdom, understanding, and strength that have helped me grow through even the most challenging experiences of my life. My heart sings with gratitude. And the scripture today is from Psalms 86:12. I give thanks to you, O Lord my God, with my whole heart. And together, gratitude is my heart's song. Thank you.
Sean. I know in my life I've found that gratitude makes any day better. Any day better. And there's always something to be grateful for. Okay, right now I'm going to invite you to relax. Put your feet on the floor. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you would like. And visualize our sanctuary as a beautiful, beautiful heart. Feel the loving energy of those around you flowing in and through you. See that loving energy flowing around every person here in the sanctuary. And spreading out to every person, every being on this earth and in this world. If there are any events or circumstances in your life or anyone you know in need of prayer, see them in the center of this most beautiful, loving heart. As together we say the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. All right. We are going to, the choir's going to come. We're going to sing Lean on Me on page 3. There's a little booklet on the back of your chair. Page 3, Lean on Me.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if you have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, and right up the road I'll take your load. If you just call me when you need a friend. When you need a friend, oh me.
This was a special song for Reverend Sophia. Reverend Sophia, I know you're listening, and all of us here want you to know that you can lean on us because we're there for you.
That was excellent. Thank you so much. Yes, our Reverend Sophia had to be hospitalized, and our wonderful Kayla jumped in at the last minute. So bless her, bless her, bless her. She's the former president of the Board of Trustees, is a licensed mental health counselor, a motivational speaker, and a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner. So she's got the credentials, and we love her. We love her so much. So thank you, Kayla. She's going to come and give our talk and our meditation.
All right. Let's take a moment and get centered for meditation. Gently close your eyes if that feels good. And allow your body to just settle more into this moment. Without the need to change it, simply notice the rhythm of your breath as it moves in and out. Allowing yourself to become more present with each out breath. awareness now to your body. Feel its presence, its aliveness, the way it supports you in this moment, in this chair. Notice any sensations, warmth, coolness, perhaps just your steady heartbeat of life moving within you. We silently affirm, I honor my body as a sacred vessel. And we gently shift our awareness more inward to our own soul, the part of you that feels, that remembers, imagines, and chooses. Here is the richness of your story, your individual life. Allow yourself to sense this landscape of awareness within. The thoughts you're choosing, the feelings arising, maybe the memories coming up in this moment. Acknowledging this beautiful individual essence, we affirm, I embrace my soul, the beautiful expression of my individuality. And now expanding further into that awareness of our true, deep essence, the spirit nature, this eternal, unchanging spark of divine within. This is that deepest truth of who you are. It expands beyond personality, beyond time, physicality, or circumstances. Rest for a few moments in the vastness, the depth here within. Take a few breaths, feeling this peace, the love, and the unity that this spirit shines through. And we simply affirm, I am spirit, whole, perfect, and one with the divine. Take a moment now to sense all three of these parts. Your body, your own individual soul, and your spirit spark. Each harmonizing to form the fullness of who you are. You are more than any one of these parts. You are divine being, expressing through all three. As we rest here in this moment, let us carry this silent affirmation. I honor my body. I embrace my soul, and I am spirit. And with this knowing and this harmony, when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back into this space, back into your chair, into this room, carrying with you the perfection of your own Trinity. So it is. Returning back to the space, simply wiggle your fingers and toes. Do any stretching if you need to return back into this presence. Coming back with each other. I am so grateful to be here today. I think the word gratitude was perfect. Now we know Reverend Sophia couldn't make it today. She is honoring and focusing her own balance, her own wholeness, as we attune to our own needs. And we are sending so much love, seeing that, knowing that she is ever in perfect balance. And with all the love that we have today, I know that you guys will give lots of love and grace for this talk today as we are throwing it together in just the perfect timing. So today we are moving forward in our book, Heart-Centered Metaphysics. And this one is available for purchase if anyone is interested. It is a wonderful deep dive into the unity principles and what these teachings entail. And today our chapter is on our threefold nature of being. And we're going to be talking about our threefold nature as spirit, soul, and body. And we know that unity emphasizes oneness and wholeness. So why are we dividing it into all these parts? Well, what usually happens is we get the concept of wholeness and oneness, but let's be real, we often live from one of these fragmented parts. When something is going wrong in our body, we're often focused there, and we live in the physical. And for most of our lives, most of us are living in our soul-based personality parts. And we are the character experiencing life. However, if we want to live a true harmonized wholeness and embody as much of our essence as we can, we allow ourselves to understand so that we can unite all of our parts. So we're going to focus on each a little bit so that we can acknowledge and engage each of these with intention, uniting them together, and in that, better understand the framework of the creative process that's happening at all moments in the universe and through us as beings. Now, we've talked about the Trinity and what it means metaphysically, right? And I'll do a little reminder here. We talked about how God is mind, idea, or the Christ essence, and expression, the physical. We've talked about how God is all of these things, and that the law of correspondence always says, as above, so below, right? So we are the microcosm in the macrocosm. Understanding that God is a Trinity, we can better understand our own likeness and image of God, that we too have a trifold nature. God is expressing an absolute level, at an absolute mind, the conscious absolute, and in the relative mind through the Christ consciousness, always available to each one of us, and then in physicality, in the physical manifestation or expression. We too have a higher mind and the ability to tap into that Christ consciousness. We have an individual mind with preferences, opinions, memories, and we too have a physicality, a manifestation, an expression. Now, each of these parts are absolutely essential. Each part has its own essence, its own part of the wholeness, and each provides answers and impacts the other. We are necessarily trifold, and it is part of the earth game. And when we better understand our trifold nature, we can better utilize it to play right here. So let's take a look at each of these components and see how they might be playing out in our play of life. So first we have spirit. Spirit is the absolute essence of who we are, the deepest level of our truth. It's the energy. It's the spark within all of us. All beings, all creatures, all plants have this spirit essence. This is our true nature, our eternal, unchanging part. This is the God presence we have within. It's often demonstrated as pure beingness, pure presence. This is our divine identity when we are engaging our Christ consciousness. We can think of it like the sun, which is always shining, always burning, even if we have clouds or our thoughts, emotions that sort of block this essence, this shine. Now, our spirit, when we tap into it and ask our spirit nature for answers, it comes through in intuition or inspiration. This is the part of us that is untouched by fear, by doubt, by limitations. The part that feels the calm in any storm. Our true north. And we can find and feel this when we reach our center and get into a state and a presence of love and present. We can feel it in the stillness or the silence. We can also feel it in states of gratitude and joy. When we're really in alignment with our spirit essence, when we remember this truth that nothing is wrong, everything is beautiful, and when we are living from this alignment, then it's easy to have peace and positivity in the mind, in our soul. And it's easy to have ease, honoring, and to recognize the body in its perfectness. So this is our true state. It is one component, though, to being on the earthly plane. In order to experience and have a character and have all of these interesting endeavors in life, we need a soul. And our soul is the individual me-ness. Our soul is our individual awareness, the Kayla essence, the Patrick, the Vince. It's the individual go-between between our spirit, our spark, and this body wiggly thing that we're inhabiting. It includes the entire spectrum of awareness, our conscious, subconscious, and superconscious minds. It's the seat of our personality, the memories that we've contained, the imagination that we create, our intelligence. It's the bridge between the Christ consciousness and the physical. And it's the part of us that's ever evolving. This part does change. It's changing all the time, and it's becoming. It provides us answers when we ask the soul through intellect and reason. Looking through our past experiences, it uses its own logical reasoning. It is the consciousness that shapes our experiences in the play. It's the way we want to look at it, the glasses with which we look at life, whatever color they are. Remember that the unity principles say that thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. This is the part we're talking about. You can align it upwards, inwards, as we say, to the spirit part. And when aligned, again, those thoughts will produce this beauty of the spirit. And if not aligned, maybe not. It has its own experience. We've all had that. So we use our tools, our affirmations, our denials. We watch our thoughts, follow them. We get intentional about what we want, knowing that this part is changeable. This is the part we can control. This is the part that has intention and has results. Ernest Holmes says, change your thinking, change your life. Align it upwards and inwards. When that bridge is aligned, we become the perfect channel for the physical manifestations, either our body or what we see around us. It brings that divine idea into tangible fruition. It's a beautiful channel when we use it and we tune it the way we'd like to. And it helps us create this beautiful and wonderful vessel, this body. The body, that third component, is our sacred temple. It's the visible expression of both our spirit and our soul. It's not something to deny or ignore. The body is to be honored. It's wonderful. It's the machine. It's the flesh machine we get to use. It's fun. We can dress it up and play with it. It's exciting. It's the temple of the living God. It's the vehicle of spirit. Now, we can ask the body for information as well and for answers, and it does provide. The body provides answers through our five senses, through our experiences. And the body is a response. It responds to our thoughts, our feelings, and our beliefs. House we inhabit, nice to it. That means not only caring for it in a physical sense, loving it, renewing it, treating it well, nourishing it, resting it, moving it, right? But it means that when we want to change it, we also work to change our thoughts and our feelings. And we simply realign upwards and inwards with that truth. So healing begins with aligning all three together, spirit and soul, and the body will follow. So when we're thinking about these components, we can use the analogy of a light or a lamp, a light. Now, spirit is the electrical component. It's that spark. It provides the power itself. The soul is the wiring. It's the channel with which that energy moves through. It directs it in a particular way. And the body is the bulb, the expression in the physical world, what we can see. It's pretty cool. Now, it takes all of these components, right? You need all three in order for us to shine and work. You need all three. So when we're out of alignment, when there's something off, we might feel we need an external thing to change us, right? I need more money. I need people to be nicer to me. I need the world to stop being so crazy, and then I'll be fine. I know it feels that way, and gosh, it would be nice if some of those things worked out, right? Couldn't hurt. However, we have the power within. So instead of looking for something external, we can start looking in a different direction. But there's a great story we've read before, but I think applies here to this external looking for this power to change things. And it's called the stonecutter. There once was a stonecutter who spent his days cutting blocks of stone from the side of the mountain. Though he worked hard and lived simply, he often felt discontent with his lot in life. One day, he delivered stones to the home of a wealthy merchant. Seeing his grand house and the fine silks, the abundance of food, he thought, how powerful and important this merchant must be. If only I were a merchant, I would be truly happy. To his astonishment, his wish was granted. He suddenly became this wealthy merchant, dressed in fine clothes, and he enjoyed respect and luxury. And things were okay for a while. But soon, he noticed that people bowed even lower to a powerful official that passed by. Oh, his heart burned with envy. If only I were that official, then I would have true power. Again, boom, his wish was granted. He became this great official, carried on a pedestal, feared and obeyed by all. But then one sunny day, the blazing sun beat down on him, and he realized even the powerful official was helpless under the heat of the sun. Ugh, the sun is so much mightier than any man. If only I were the sun. At once, boom, he became the sun, shining brightly over the earth, giving life and warmth. For a while, he was very content. But then, a great cloud drifted in, blocking his rays, stopping him from shining on the land. Ugh! That cloud is more powerful than I am. I wish I was the cloud. So he became the cloud, floating and drifting freely, bringing rain and shade. And that felt kind of fun, powerful. He was happy. But soon, he found another adversary. He found that the mountain stood unmoved beneath him, defying both sun and clouds. The mountain is mightier still. If only I were the mountain. At once he became the vast, immovable mountain, strong, powerful, unshakable. Oh, finally, he thought, I am the most powerful. Now I can be happy. And suddenly, ouch, 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 he felt a sharp pain. A chisel struck his side. What the heck? He heard a sound of hammering. And he looked down to see this small creature. There was a stonecutter, cutting blocks of stone right from his base. It was then he realized the stonecutter is mightier than the mountain. And at that moment, he understood the truth that what he had been seeking outside of himself was already within him. All of the power to create, all of the power to make his world everything he needed. Happiness, contentment, peace, joy. It was right within himself. So he returned to being a simple stonecutter, content, whole, and at peace. So we do chase the outer. We chase outer forms to try to fix and change our world, when really we are incredibly powerful spirits, embodied in a form we chose and created, and are continually able to create if only we tapped in and up. So, when we let spirit guide, and we let soul shape, and we let body express, we can understand that creative power and process that we have, just like spirit. We can best manifest when we tap into all three, align them, and everything becomes a straight arrow. Now, we're not always in alignment, are we? We're just not. In fact, I had to check with all of my parts before I decided, yes, I would fill in and do this talk. Because I'm not always in alignment. And I had to check in with all parts of myself. And my body was like, I need rest and I need movement. I need ease and play. And the soul was saying, ooh, I feel honored. I'm very nervous. I want to do it as good as I normally do it. And it's an ego thing. I want to feel good about it. And spirit just said, I'm here. I'm down if you're down. I can be present and excited in any opportunity for purpose. And I knew in order for this to work out, I needed to align with that notion. Not the soul part that said, I don't know, it's going to be good. Or the body saying, like, are you going to take care of me? Are you going to ignore me? And I had to acknowledge them and align all together. Because when we're not in alignment, what happens is we usually focus on that separateness and the limitations and the soul, the individual part. The thoughts get all off and sideways, start getting stressed and negative, and remember, they produce after their kind, and then you get a scratchy throat and you start to feel a little sick and weird, and that's not really helpful. And so, as I look for my last page, that's here somewhere. We don't want the body to be off. We don't want anything to be off. So we have to check in with ourselves, align with ourselves, because I know I am powerful enough to make myself ill from not listening to myself. Anyone ever do that? You work yourself so up into things that you're now not well? I used to do that every finals. Right after finals, I'd get through it, and then I'd be really sick because I wasn't listening. Now, it's important to remember, however, that if you are feeling unwell, that it doesn't have to be that you've done something wrong. That's not the point either. We do not criticize or look to ourselves to say, oh, you did this, you're bad. That's not what spirit would say. So we remember not to commit any metaphysical malpractice. So we don't assign blame or cause and effect. Because yes, stress, illness, confusion can be signs of imbalance. And we're allowed to take a check, right? Hook ourselves up internally, figure out, do a little diagnostic. Am I all in alignment? Do I need to be realigned? Sometimes, yeah. But even in alignment, it doesn't mean that there is no dis-ease. Sometimes there's dis-ease, but it may serve so many functions. There may be something higher happening. The soul does not always understand. So we don't have to bring our judgment in. You never know what good it could be serving. Sometimes the worst bad has served the greatest catalyst for good. So, even in our greatest alignment doesn't mean there's no dis-ease, but what it does mean is we can always find peace and a form of ease within at any moment. minister and author Michael Beckwith said, healing is not fixing the body. It is remembering the truth of who you are. That's all. So when we remember that we are spirit, having a soul, having a body, we realign with that truth. Now, when we're anxious or something, and no matter the circumstance, we can ask Spirit. Check in with that part. Align and feel Spirit say, you are safe. You are safe with me. And the mind then can choose to focus on that peace. And then the cells in the body can relax. And we can have an atmosphere ready for healing. Now, there's a story I think is pretty appropriate here that I've told in class, and I think I told a few of you. A few weeks ago, Patrick and I were not here without much notice because we both ate something very late at night. I don't know how it happened, but we both got food poisoning. It was very clear because it hit us at the exact same time. And it was like 10 p.m., and suddenly we were both like, oh. And you know that feeling, right? And suddenly we were taking turns, running to the bathroom, knocking on the door like, you need to get out. I need to get in there right now. And the other would say, no, I'm sorry. I'm like currently using it. I can't. And the other's like, you have to. I'm not going to make it. You know, those moments, and it's just like you can't control it. It's coming out every direction, right? It's not fun. And we've all been there. But then our thoughts start to go kind of dark, right? And you're in a really bad moment, and you have this moment of like, I literally don't know if I'm going to make it. Like in life, like I don't know if I'm ever going to get through this, right? We've all been there where you're like physically, I don't know if I'm well. I think this is it for me, right? In that moment, I'm recognizing I'm having these dark thoughts. It's freaking me out. And I have to tell myself, I am in charge of these thoughts. I am in charge of these feelings. And so I started focusing on how good I'm going to feel when it's better, because I know I've been here. And I kid you not, I went in and I started doing the prayer for protection. I am sitting there in a compromised moment saying, I am the light of God. You know, the light of God surrounds me. I am the light of God. Oh, okay. In that moment. And it really did center me and get me through. I repeated it dozens of times. And from that, I realized in every moment, I have a choice. In every moment, no matter what kind of storm you're dealing with. And I found two important points came to me in this. First of all, okay, we're looking to buy a place, and there will be 2 bathrooms in this place, okay? That was the first important point. This is why we need 2 bathrooms. Second point is engaging our spirit, really engaging the spirit part, will calm the mind and the body. It absolutely will. Even in the worst of moments, it did. So, we get back to this wholeness and our true nature. We're both trying to help each other. Look at that. Trying to help each other. So sweet. We're not trying to be spiritual. We have to remember this. Might feel like that some days, but you are spirit expressing. There's no trying. You just are. In fact, French priest and philosopher Pierre Teilhard de Chardin said, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience, right? You've heard this? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So you can connect back in at any time. So remember your nature. Connect and care for the body. Direct the mind to truth and rest in spirit for guidance. Spirit is that essence. Soul is the channel. And our body is our sacred expression. And the German word Gestalt, adopted for psychology, applies here that the sum of who we are is greater than all of its parts. So work in harmony, work that synthesis, and you will experience the magic, a whole new level of living, joy, health, peace, and freedom. And together, let's affirm. I live in harmony as spirit, soul, and body. I honor my wholeness and shine with divine light. And so it is. Thank you.
I'm giving you a standing ovation right now. Oh, that was awesome, Kayla. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so very much. Huh. Now it's a time in our, I got to get over this. I got to have some deep breaths. That was so good. But it's time that we get to give our tithes and offerings to this wonderful ministry to keep it going. It's such an opportunity to get to also give of our treasure, isn't it? It's awesome. So as the offertory is going to be taken, first we want to take our gifts in our hands and say this prayer together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. And the choir is going to come and we're going to sing Every Little Cell on page 16.
By the way, I just want to mention Mar is joining me in playing guitar. Mar has only been here, this is the second time. And I'm surprised I was able to talk him into coming up and play with us. But Mar, I thank you very much for joining us. Reverend Sophia, we're thinking about all your cells being just fine.
Okay, we're going to bless our offering together through Spirit. We know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in this center and in our lives and in our community. And so it is. Thank you. Okay. Next Sunday, our speaker will be Kay Aloha. He comes every fifth Sunday. He's a Hawaiian man who teaches us things about the Hawaiian culture. And his topic is going to be Aloha, live it and give it. So that sounds really awesome. But we want to thank you all for coming today. We're so pleased to see all of your smiling, happy faces. And now we're going to join our hearts and hands together as we form a circle and we sing, Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Let
together, aloha oe.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, eke ono no no i kaliko. One fond embrace, ahoya until we meet again.
Have a great week, and remember there's refreshments upstairs.